Man, did y'all see them fights this weekend, man? Please tell me y'all saw F.A. Ajagba knock that dude out. And I know you seen Jerron Ennis with what he did. Definitely the truth at 147. Good fights this weekend. But I'm not even here to talk about them fights, man. I'm not even here to talk about nothing that happened this weekend. Yeah, that young guy, he's like, I say like a prospect. He like 9-0 with 9 knockouts. He fought this weekend. That's a whole nother video. I really want to talk about, man. I really want to talk about is Deontay Wilder.
To this day.
And where has he been, man? He been gone for so long, you know what I mean? And you see all these news outlets talking about him and Tyson Fury, how they in court and he accused him of cheating and then they looking at evidence and this got overturned and this got overruled. I'm like, man, like, come on, man. The man been gone. The man has been out of the ring for over a year. Over a year, like just a whole year gone. So it makes you wonder, like, what is next for Deontay Wilder? You know what I mean? Where does he go from here? That's the thing is, you got rumors. It's gonna be him and Andy Ruiz. That's a good fight. Andy Ruiz, he a tough fight for anybody. Now the thing about Andy Ruiz is he has fast hands, he's real quick. You know, he hits hard, but he can be hurt, just like anybody else. We seen him get hurt, we seen him go down. All right? Same thing with Deontay Wilder. He can be hurt. All right? Luis Ortiz had him on Dream Street for a little while in the first fight. He can be hurt. He didn't go down, but he got hurt. He got rocked. So if the two of them fight, and again, it's just a rumor, because as you know, Andy Ruiz has a fight coming up. All right, he's fighting Chris Arreola, who Deontay Wilder already got rid of. But so those two, they about to get it on. If he gets past Arreola, it's rumored that Wilder might try to get at him next. You know what I mean? That's a good fight. Either one of them can hurt the other one. So it really comes down to who can get to who first. Do you think that Deontay Wilder can land his right hand on Andy Ruiz coming in? Or do you think that Andy Ruiz can somehow get inside, not get hit with the right hand and land a combination? He got fast hands. So if he starts putting them hands on Wilder upstairs and downstairs, he might smoke his game. He might smoke Wilder. But then to get on the inside, he got to come forward. He got to bring his face to Wilder. Wilder might catch him. If Wilder catches him, he knocking him out. He knocking him out. Either one of them could knock either one of them out. That's the beauty of that fight. Then the other rumor is, if he can't get Andy Ruiz, he might try to go after Anthony Joshua, which, I don't know. For me, I think Wilder knocks Joshua out. That's just how I see it. I honestly think Joshua thinks that too. Because if you look back a couple years ago when they was in negotiations and they was going back and forth and this and that, it kind of looked like AJ was a bit afraid. You know, some people gonna argue with me. That's cool. If you feel like Wilder ducked him, that's fine, okay? I feel like AJ ducked him. Supposedly, Eddie Hearn sent over a contract that was filled with nonsense or whatever. The details, they each went, said this and that about what the contract contained, but at the end of the day, it looked like Wilder was pressing for that fight a little bit more than Anthony Joshua was. It looked like Joshua maybe was doubting himself. I don't know. But I feel like Wilder could beat him just because AJ can be hurt and he kind of has a glass jaw. Yeah, he can box. I'll say he's more skilled than Wilder. I'll say AJ is more skilled than Wilder. AJ is more skilled than Wilder. But the thing is, Anthony Joshua fights kind of like straight up and down. There's not much head movement. If you don't move your head with Wilder, you get knocked out. Point blank. If you don't move your head with Wilder, he knocking you out. And I don't really see him being elusive like that. You know, he's real technical, but Wilder has that eraser. You know, if you stand straight up and down, he's gonna get rid of you. So, but then again, I don't know. It's boxing. AJ might walk him down and get to him before he can get to him. Who knows? You know, but those are the two fights that I'm hearing about. You tell me, what do you think Wilder, what should he do? You know, you're hearing all this arbitration, Judge Ruiz this, that, man. I'm pretty much tired of hearing about that. Accusing Tyson Fury of, you know, tampering with the gloves. Even if the gloves were or were not tampered with, the strategy that Fury applied was gonna work regardless. He weighed more than him. He was leaning on him. He was walking him down. He was jabbing the brakes off of him. You know, it was a well thought out game plan. I really don't see what Wilder could have done. He landed the right hand on Fury like twice in the first 2 rounds, and Fury kind of rolled with it to take some of the power off and just shook it off. So I don't know. But yeah, tell me below what Wilder should do next, who you would like to see him fight. Are you tired of hearing about this court case? Are you ready for him to get back into the ring? Me, myself, I'm a Wilder fan, not gonna lie. I wasn't always a Wilder fan. I was pulling for Ortiz to win in the first fight. I flew all the way from Texas out to New York. I was sitting in Brooklyn in the front watching the fight. And Wilder made me a believer, man. I was rooting against him because he's not technical. You can't really blame him. He didn't start boxing till late. He started boxing when he was grown, like 19 or 20 or something like that. So he's missing some of the tools that these other guys have. He's not as technical. He might not be as well-rounded, but he climbed the ranks with his eraser. That right hand erases a lot of those flaws, man. It took him far. And his fights always end in dramatic fashion. Either he's gonna get whooped or the other guy's gonna get whooped. Somebody get knocked out. Besides the first Deverne fight and the first Fury fight, somebody's getting knocked out. If he's in the ring, somebody's getting knocked out. So, you know, definitely an exciting fighter, appeals to casuals, doesn't really have that much like just technical skill, footwork, angles, measuring, head movement, defense. He lacks all that, but it don't matter, you know. Yeah, let me know what you think, man. What should he do next? Do you want to see him back in the ring soon? And if so, against who? Again, man, I appreciate you watching. I got some more content coming soon. All the stuff about Jaron Ennis and all this stuff from this weekend, I got videos coming on there. Appreciate it.